Good morning and welcome to another edition of Wake Up with Wilder. Monarchs coming off a 38-14 victory over Marshall, first victory ever over the Thundering Herd, and for the first time in FBS history, we can say these two words to describe the Old Dominion football team: bowl eligible. Bobby Wilder, congratulations.
Thank you, Ted. Really excited about that, and for our players in the locker room after the game, what a special moment, and it was really exciting to have Wood Selig and Bruce Stewart in there with us. As you know, Bruce has been here from the start, and Wood's been the guy that's, from his experience at Western Kentucky, moving up, understood it, kept reminding me, stick to the process, redshirt the players, develop your team. You know, we're going to get better, and it has. So to have them there was great, Ted. And as we met yesterday as a team on Sunday, we talked about the fact that that was our number 2 goal. Our number 2 goal was to go to the first ever bowl game, and I couldn't be happier for the seniors, Ted. The guys that redshirted, Ted, they were redshirted in 2012 when we won the conference championship, and we ended up the number 4 team in the nation. And since that time, it's been a process, sometimes a painful process. So excited for them. And our number 1 goal, Ted, is to continue to compete for the Eastern Division Championship. And with 1 loss, Middle Tennessee losing, we're tied with Western Kentucky with 1 loss. So it's all about the process and trying to be 1-0 this week versus Southern Miss.
How difficult is it to stay with the process when you've got quality student athletes ready to come in and help, but you don't want to blow the red shirt?
That's a challenge. The last 2 years when we've had those players that have been standing on the sideline that could play, but we just kept reminding ourselves that this is going to be for the better. And this year, Ted, 31 freshmen, we're redshirting 30 of those freshmen. Bailey Kate, outstanding punter, is the only freshman that's playing right now, and people don't get to see this at home, but the development we're seeing with those 30 that are redshirting on the practice field, in the weight room, is special to see, and it's going to help us long term.
You watch what's going on in Conference USA this year, it's just crazy. Middle losing, Southern Miss losing. It's bizarro world, kind of. What do you see when you look at the results in Conference USA this season?
I think you hit the nail right on the head. It's somewhat surprising, but I believe it shows there's good balance in the league. There doesn't appear to be a number of dominant teams. You've got a couple really good teams in Louisiana Tech in the West and Western Kentucky in the East. And now you've got the situation at Middle Tennessee where Stockstill, the outstanding quarterback, got hurt. He's out for the season. Nick Mullins at Southern Miss, we're not sure of his status. So as you know, the quarterbacks kind of determine where you're going, and right now our quarterback, David Washington, is doing a great job valuing the football and making good, smart decisions for our team.
Once again, no turnovers for the Monarchs in the 38-14 win over Marshall. Focus point for Southern Miss. They might have lost last week at home to Charlotte, but they're still an explosive football team.
Southern Miss is a very good team, Ted. They're up near the top of the league in offense, top of the league in defense. They've got the best punter in the league. He averages 45 yards. They've got the best kicker in the league, one of the best kickers in the country. He's 48 for 49 on field goals and extra points. They're solid in special teams. What's hurt Southern Miss this year, Ted, is they're last in the league in turnover margin. They're minus 12. You know, we're sitting at plus 10. And as you know, turnovers dictate a football game. This past week against Charlotte, they got upset at home. They turned the ball over 3 times. Charlotte didn't turn the ball over. Charlotte rushed the ball for over 300 yards. So when you're running the ball well, you're controlling field position, and you're not turning it over like Charlotte did against them, you're going to have an opportunity to win. And what we need to do is just continue to stay with our process, which is either score or punt on offense, which helps us with field position, continue to play solid defense where we're not giving up those huge, long touchdown plays, and continue to do the things in special teams to improve. We did not perform well in special teams against Marshall. That needs to improve this week.
Lastly, 12th Monarchs' 52nd consecutive sellout was last week. We're going for 53 now. How important are they to your football team?
That was so big Saturday night, Ted. I can't thank not only the fans but Old Dominion and everybody in our department, because think about this, Ted. Our first 8 games, only 3 of them were at home. Our first game was on a Sunday because of the hurricane and all the change that that took. Our second home game, unbelievable. We played on a Saturday. Then the third one, we had to move up to a Friday. So now you've got classes, you've got people that are preparing for a storm. And then we come back after being away for a month. And not only are we sold out, but the atmosphere was incredible. You could see our players in the tunnel before they came out. When we walk out in the tunnel and they look up and they see it's sold out, they see everybody in black, that helps us perform. As you know, Ted, they're 18, 19, 20. That's important to them. And just a big thank you to everybody. And hopefully we'll see you all again this weekend.
Monarchs take on Southern Miss Saturday, Foreman Field at SB Ballard Stadium at 3:30. We'll see you there. For the coach, Bobby Wilder, I'm Ted Alexander. This has been Wake Up with Wilder on Monarch Media.